Oh, now this is unit 6. Greatest common factors, so that's 3 of single greatest common factor. I think that's 7. Right, 14 doesn't work. There you go. Which expressions are equivalent to 3x plus 2? That's funny. That's 2x. Strange way of putting d, but it works. If it works, it works. So Ben, Cam, and Justin are lumberjacks. The number of trees they chop down is given by B plus 2C plus J, where B is the number of hours Ben spends chopping, C is the number of hours Cam spends chopping, and J is the number of hours Justin spends chopping. How many trees do they chop down after Ben spends 8 hours chopping? Cam says 3 hours chopping, and Justin spends 4 hours chopping. So you have 8 plus 6, 3 times 2, plus 12, 3 times 4. So 12 plus 8 gets us 20, and 20 plus 6 equals 26. 26 trees. Good wood. 2 times the difference, so that's subtraction of x minus 3. That should be right. Apply the distributive property to factor out the greatest common factor. We have 4. That's a good one. Does it want 4? I think it might want 4 times 4g plus 5g. 5 is prime. It'll be hard to get 5 much lower. 5h. Excuse me. That seems right. Yay. Create like terms to create an equivalent expression. We have 10k plus 11. Evaluate the expression 10 3 to the power of x for x is equal to 2. So that's 10 times 9, which is equal to 90. So again, 9 times 10, that's 90. The entire expression is a product of factors versus terms. Factors versus terms. A factor is a number. Terms are individual. Okay. In the term 3z, the factors are 3 and z. Oh, okay. Of 2 factors. In 2 terms. Right, 2 terms. It's a product of 2 terms. Wherever this term is, and then multiply it by that term. So a single digit could be a term. On its own, 8x plus 5 is the sum of 2 factors, 2 terms. I'm concerned because most of the time they don't do 2 terms. They don't create that as a question. So a term is something being added together. A factor is multiplied together. Two factors, okay. Term is something being added together. There we go. What happens to this expression as 8 increases? we can take the plus 20 out, which is the y-intercept, and the function itself should increase. Factor of that to the equivalent expression. 2, 3, 1. That seems right. 18k, that's wrong. 24k, that misses out the single digits. So A and B must be right. With the fewest symbols. 28p plus 2q. What if you have a sigma? Would that be? No, unfortunately not. Would ever be right? I mean, like, if you have a column, maybe less. If you had enough digits, you could have be less. 14 q plus 21. Oh, 28, 14, 21. That seems right. 4 minus 0.25g plus 0.5h when g is 10 and h is 5. So 4 minus 2.5, so that is 1.5. 1.5 plus 2.5. Because both of these are 2.5, I cancel out and get 4. 2.5 plus 2.5. I'm happy with that. Sebastian has 12 more trophies than Megan. Megan has X trophies. Plus 15. We're so good. What's the least common multiple of 6 and 2? The smallest common multiple. 2. The least common multiple. Greatest common factor. Least common multiple. Is at 6. Least common multiple. Smallest number that is a multiple of the two terms. It's 12. Okay. That should be 6. I trust that. Yay. Yay. And guess what? We're going to try again. Double down. 7 minus the product of 3 and x. 3x minus 7. You didn't see that. $3x. I guess it should have said the product of 3x. Okay, I misunderstood it. Oh well. $3x. And then we have to put this as a ridiculous number. We get it wrong, so we can restart. Start over, and we are forgiven. 30, 6x, 18w. 33. That seems right. 30. That also seems right. 30. Who's the imposter? Positive expression right here. Should be negative. Bethany sells roses and petunias. The expression of 3r plus 2.5p gives the cost of r roses and p petunias. What was the cost of 7 roses and 8 petunias? So that's 21 plus 2.5 times 8. So that's what, 41? 16 plus 4. Yeah, actually, I guess that. There we go. 16, 32. 148. I mean, worst case scenario, you just multiply them together, and then you can start dividing. Apply distributive property to factor out the greatest common factor. 20. 3m minus 2. There we go. Which expressions are equivalent to this? 3h. There we go. That's not right. This should be correct. The greatest common factor. 14, let's see. 56 divided by 14. 24. What happens when the value of that as d increases from a small, so as d approaches infinity? Yeah, it's basically calculus. What is the total number? It decreases to 0. Right. It decreases until 0. Right? There you go. Pi c plus cd. So we have 1 plus 3, which is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. What's the value of this? 1. C is 10 and x is 2. So we get 10 times 8, so 80. 80, that seems reasonable. 2480. Distribute to create an equivalent expression with as few as possible. Simple as possible. So you have a minus 3b plus 4. A minus 3b plus 4. She ran a race. She ran 5 miles an hour. It took her 2 hours to complete. So 5t. So if it took her 1 hour to complete, she would have ran 5 miles. And if she took her 0 hours to complete, she would have ran 0 miles. Five plus 4a plus 2b. 6 less than the quotient. So 2 divided by x minus 9. So 6 less than the quotient of 2 and x. Yay. Sammy and Timu were trying to describe parts of the expression. Timu said 1/2 is a coefficient. Sammy said the entire expression is the sum of 4 terms. Only 2. Each term, I think there's only 1 term. Or 1 unit. So this is an entity right here. And then this is an entity. I think that's how you calculate terms. It's only 2 mu. Now, are they gonna... It could be both or neither are correct. Search up definition of a coefficient again. It's just the number. Okay. Some people include the variable. I think I saw that once or twice. There we go. We won. We beat Unit 6. Goodbye.